in game 2, but in game 3 definitely looked as though he had chances to break through and maybe set himself up nicely in the series to move through in the grand final. Anyways, for now we're going to be seeing the to the bottom right hand side, our blue Zerg player. It is SKT1's Dark, who's been playing very aggressively today. And he plays against the red Terran to the top left hand side. It is of course KeeN, who's actually having a pretty good run for himself as well. Let's see if he can get that rematch in the grand finals against Solar. All day 1904, doing alright apparently. Thanks for hosting and watching while at work. Well, hope you have a good day at work. Thanks for tuning in while at work as well. Do appreciate it. What's up, Atheist for the cause? What's up, Lib75 as well? And Yolki not really said hello to anyone today. It's been a very anti-chat day. I've been just talking about games and StarCraft and sort of just doing my job. Imagine that. Oh, crazy. Actually doing your job. Crazy stuff. As we do set on up into this, guys, we're going to be seeing Dark is once again going to open Gas Pool. Now, on Frozen Temple, it does make a lot of sense because it gives him the possibility of being very well prepared if he does go up against the 3-Rax Reaper play. Now, it's not what we're going to see out of KeeN, so that's unfortunate from Dark's point of view, but it is still a nice little setup because it doesn't slow him down too much, but it does keep him very safe against that initial kind of Reaper play if required. So it's going to be seeing the Overlord just going to be heading in towards the upper left-hand side, and we are going to see KeeN just thinking about dropping down a command center here in a moment or two as well. So going to be popping that down and just going to be building on up. Reaper is on the way out actually from KeeN, so Reaper's starting to build, and there's the hatchery from Dark as we mentioned before. Gas Pool into the hatch, a little bit of a different way of doing things, but definitely how he's going to be progressing forward in this game. And still, actually I wonder if he's going to get super aggressive because he's still mining gas here, and if you've gone early gas like this to then still be mining gas, that is a lot of gas income to be having early on. I mean, that's either a Bane Nest or a Rotron, or maybe even just a super fast lair, which is going to be destined here from Dark. So let's see what exactly he wants to do. For now, just a couple more drones, so not actually going to be too aggressive with it, not straight away. As we're just going to be seeing those couple of lings going up the left-hand side, and looking to see if they can get anything done here. I mean, if they can slow down the CC from building, then great, but the Reaper's actually just sat at the front. We've actually, because I think we've seen kind of more players opening kind of pool first, especially on this map lately, because of the 3-Rax Reaper popularity. We see a lot of Terran players actually begin to just leave their Reaper back at home, knowing that it's just so common that these two Zerglings do come across early and try and deny things. Of course, though, Dark had an Overlord sort of nearby, so I think... I don't know if he saw the Reaper there. I felt as though it was there before, and then he's just now moved it to the side, but maybe I'm wrong. Anyway, he's going to sit back. He always does this, actually. He sits back until Ling Speed finishes, and then he dives in, sees what he can do, and dives out. So not really looking to delay the CC, but it's just looking to see what I can maybe follow up with, as we're going to see two Hellions on the way here, initially from KeeN. Hellions really have made such a resurgence lately in the metagame of TVZ. For the longest time in Legacy of the Void, Hellion opens were just dead. Now that the Nidus Network builds have kind of fallen out of popularity a lot, then we see a few more of these Hellion-based openings, and to great effect as well, especially also, I guess, as Ling Bane becomes more popular, and we move away from just straight-up Roach openings every single time, open-up Hellions can start to make a lot more sense once again. Now, we did see Dark, he actually invested into Pneumatized Carapace, that was where his extra gas went, and he's also started up now a third hatchery as well. So starting that up, you see this Overlord from Dark just going to be coming across through into the main base now. And these four Hellions and the Reaper just running by. I'm just going to see a grenade going down, Queen getting blasted back, so... Zergling's just taking a little bit more damage once again, and well, here comes these Hellions already. 3 drones going down. Oh my god, what a run by! So much damage being done. 10 workers down, and we're not done yet. Hellions will keep on roasting. They get actually up to 10 just now. Oh man, that was crazy. He actually got to 9 workers killed initially, and after the first 9 workers were down, he actually took forever to kill any more, and he actually only killed 1 more after that. So that was very good recovery, I guess, in a way from Dark. I mean, it wasn't ideal, but it was pretty good recovery considering initially he took so much damage, and then he didn't take too much else after that. Now, we are going to see, as this Banshee comes down to the bottom right-hand side, going to be seeing the Cloaking going to be finishing shortly, and we're just going to see continued harassment here. KeeN in the lead from the early stages. I mean, 9 workers killed is still a lot, and so that's something, a lead he will now take into the next stages of this. So there's Banshee going to come across over to the right-hand side, down in towards the natural expansion here, perhaps very shortly. And we're going to be seeing the damage starting to be done. So we're going to see a couple of drones going down. Just a couple of drones getting picked off there. And just going to see that Banshee does back away. Lair is coming in from Dark. And just going to see the Rotron also going to be finishing up as well in the very near future. So Bertrand will finish shortly. We'll see the Spore Crawler is added on here too on the third base. He continues to try and defend, but playing from a 7-worker deficit. Dark is not having a very good time here today in the first game of this TVZ. Second Banshee joining up with him now, and we're going to be seeing the cloaking coming in. And KeeN attacks forward, looking to see what else he can do. Actually, just going to see the Nidus network out of Dark. This isn't the first time today in the TVZ we've seen him play from behind. Played from behind when his attack didn't do too much damage against Gummyho. That was against Mech as well, and he did find a way to win that. As we're going to be seeing the Banshees coming around, picks off a drone to begin with. Just looking to see what's up, looking to see what's happening. Going to see more drones continuing to fall here. I mean, this is just going to sort of force Dark into a real all-in position. I mean, he already sort of was anyway, going in towards this network. One benefit for Dark is that, hey, if the Banshees are over here, then they're not at home defending the Nidus. What is at home right now? Well, there's a siege tank up, there's 4 Hellions and 4 Marines. Bunkers will start immediately, Marines will pull away to the side. Those Banshees, I think, are very quickly going to try and get over here as well to help defend. SCVs will be pulling forwards too, and while the tank does see jump transfuses available, for now, initially, it's all about just buying time, I think, from our Terran player, as he has a good few Marines to help out. The tank in the back definitely helps. Another tank will be coming up, sieging up now as well, and there come the Banshees, although out of energy. Although, actually, no Overseer here, or is there? I can't tell. I think the Banshees ran out of energy. So, yeah, this is going to be a cleanup here. I mean, KeeN defends, loses 15 workers. This wasn't free for him. You know, it wasn't just an easy, like, oh, you did nothing. He did lose 15 workers, but that still puts Dark 8 workers behind in the game. And as things continue, for example, +1/+1 upgrades are going to be finishing, KeeN just gets too far ahead, and as Dark actually comes in and sees that, he's like, okay, yeah, you're too, you know, helps us to continue growing and continuing to push on out, especially as we're starting to branch into a lot more YouTube-based content. I feel it's very important for us to maybe start doing a bit more of that and getting some focus over there, and that's definitely something you will see more from WardiTV coming up in the next month or so. So down to the bottom right-hand side of Dasan Station, our Blue Zerg player. Well, what's he going to crack out here? He's definitely not being afraid to play aggressive strategies throughout the day. It's our Blue Zerg player. It is Dark. Down a game in this best of 3. To the upper left, our red Terran is going to be KeeN. A 1-0 lead for himself right now. Let's see how this is. Let's see how this is going to continue then. As we setting up and get ready to go. Have a drink of water. I've had a bad throat the last couple of days, and it's weird because again today it doesn't feel great, but it feels okay, but it doesn't feel great. Does that make sense? Like, I can feel it sort of feeling like a little bit rough and like, ugh, man, fuck my throat. But at the same time, it's like, yeah, I can talk, it's not bothering me too much. I'm just really afraid that it's going to start bothering me, you know? I'm really afraid that after like another couple of days, it's all of a sudden going to be like, okay, now you just can't talk ever again for the next month while you recover. And I'm really afraid, so I'm just trying to... I'm not holding back at all today. I'm going for it. I'm actually quite enjoying the Leifeng Cup playoffs today. Good games. Had a very exciting morning as well, actually. Was talking to... well, I actually went, so... I don't know if I've actually really mentioned this on stream before, but you guys know I was going to move out, right? So instead of moving out now, I'm actually going to be staying at home. But I am going to be getting an office space. I'm going to be like renting an office space to be able to cast from. And so the idea is I'm going to have a completely new setup. I've got a new computer coming in. I've got a new computer. I've got a new, new everything basically. I'm going to set up into an office space, and that's going to be like my studio / work area. It means that we're not going to have any dogs barking anymore. I'm not going to have any distractions. I'm going to be able to cast just me, myself, every day. I'm going to be able to focus. It's going to be great. I'm going to have so much freedom to move the room around myself and just set things up, cool little areas and stuff like that. So much potential for so much possibility, I suppose. I'm really looking forward to it. So that's what I've been checking out this morning. Looks as though we found somewhere that we like. And actually also ended up having a very interesting discussion with someone who's kind of the lead of... in like the area that I live in. He's like in charge of getting people to invest into like digital businesses. So had a very interesting discussion there too. So it's been a very fun morning. Very fun morning. And yeah, just enjoyed it really. Good stuff. It's kind of exciting to kind of see life moving forwards, you know? You know when you see something you've been working on for so long just actually making progress? Sort of what today feels like. Guys, we're going to see 3 Overlords morphing into dropping Overlords. Man, we have not seen this build in an eternity. Like, a proper just 3 Overlord Ling Queen drop. It feels like we haven't seen this forever. But here we go. Aggressive play from Dark as he moves across the map. Now, honestly, KeeN doesn't have any units. He's going to have to pull SCVs into this almost straight away. He's got another couple of Marines popping out. He has to pull SCVs into this, 100%. He's going to see this right now. He burrows the Widowmine. It's a good start. Single Zerglin will go ahead, and nice Widowmine unburrow as well, just to minimize him taking kind of weird damage. Nice target on the Queen, actually. He targeted that Queen with the Widowmine. This is actually so far a pretty good hold out of our Terran player, because those Zerglings have, well, the Zerglings have sort of been dealt with initially. Now the SCVs will have to get in front again. Nice Ripper Grenade to slow the Lings down from advancing forwards. Depot will come down, a cooldown supply just to help out here. This tank going to be targeted as we can also see the medevac lifting it up though, and for 6 SCV kills, it's not really enough. I'm going to be seeing now KeeN in a fantastic position, going to push those Overlords away. The Queen's inside them evacuating away over to the right hand side. Alright. We're going to see the Marines just going to be joined up together. I mean, this is good though. Initial defense has happened, and that's one of the major parts of this. We are going to see a Balin bust follow-up though from Dark, so the aggression isn't over yet, but very likely that KeeN's just in a good enough position now. He has got that Widowmine up, he's got that Siege Tank as well. Maybe dropping off here, picking off an Overlord if possible. Zerglin's running in, he will just lift up, lose 1 Marine. Trade's quite nice there. Going to be seeing the Marines. It's going to be unloading once again, just a few moments time, and you'll see a few more Banelings just morphing down the low ground. So a few Banelings just going to be morphing in and looking to see what they can get set up to do. We're going to see, here we go, 3 Queens. I mean, some Banelings in the Overlords too means that you can't just stack up forever with the Marines, right? And that's kind of the power of the Banelings here. So he's going to bust the front with Banelings. He'll have more Banelings in the Overlords. Let's see how this goes. KeeN, he's going to see the Banelings, so he knows he can't, you know, just kind of YOLO it. As we see the Widowmine going down, cleans up a lot. The Queen's dropping on the low ground mostly. Tank is up though. Some Banelings come in towards the main base and Liberator sieges as well. The bunker holds, the tanks hold, the Liberator's up. There is way too much. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how KeeN more or less just 2-0s Dark to get himself a slot in the grand finals of the Leifeng Cup 155. Out of the 2 SKT players we had playing today, only, well, none of them will actually make it through into the playoffs. It's actually going to be Solar and KeeN. Solar hasn't played in the Leifeng Cup for a long time, but used to be a very kind of regular player in the Leifeng Cup. So this is crazy, like to see kind of 2 Leifeng Cup regulars, more or less, kind of coming into the grand finals after such a stacked lineup. It's really, really crazy. Alright, we're going to be seeing the Marines just unloading behind this mineral line. I mean, KeeN, this is the thing, you can just set up into so many aggressive positions, and as Dark tries to drone, the last thing he wants to do is have to deal with all of these Marines and drops and have to make more units, right? And it just puts him into a tough position to deal with. As I mean, the Queen's just dropping around the Overlords trying to defend. The Liberator going to come back over here. Is not going to get rid of a Queen before it goes down. Man, that Queen range is intense. Queen's able to push that back. Another Overlord here getting some damage. Eventually, though, I mean, you look at KeeN's army at home. 2 tanks, Stimpack started. His CC at the back has just been mining away without any real harm done to it at all throughout the game so far. Viking looking for Overlords, hasn't found any just yet. Difficult to when Numitas Carapace is up, but again, just continuous damage being set up here by KeeN. We've seen a siege tank loading up, a couple of siege tanks loading up here from KeeN. Going to be starting to move forwards. Marines from KeeN as well. Looking to see what they can get up to, perhaps. And I mean, it's just going to be a push forwards, right? I mean, that makes the most sense. Just push forwards, start an attack, go up the tanks off in the back a little bit, push forwards with the Marines, and sort of go for this. I mean, he doesn't have stim. He doesn't really need it, I would say. As we see, the tanks will do a good job of supporting this alone. And yeah, I mean, KeeN, 43 army supply to the 18. He's going to the grand finals unless he really screws this up, honestly. Unless there's a miracle hold out of Dark, basically, I guess. There's one way to look at this. Dark going to pull away a few Banelings from the right-hand side. Maybe seeing another Zerglin going down here. And again, the tank just firing away, see what it can do. Marines continue to fight, and Banelings coming forwards again, looking to see what might happen. Pushing forwards here, going to try to clean it up. Nice connection there on a lot of the Marines. It's not going to happen though, is it? We see the Overlord is going to go down. And that's a dropping Overlord that was transporting Queens around. Hatchery is under fire. Zerglin's running. There's too much damage coming in off the Marines though. Combat Shields finishes now as well. Gives those Marines that extra health. And that's GG. KeeN goes into the grand finals. Dark does take home $200. But KeeN will secure himself now at least $400.